to our Commitment 2025 coverage now. It is Election Day across America.
We are about an hour away from polls closing in South Carolina and Georgia. Meanwhile, polls in North Carolina will close at 7:30. WYFF News 4 has team coverage tonight with a look at local races, referendums, and a state house runoff.
We begin with our Nate Stanley, who is joining us live with 3 city council seats on the ballot in Greenville. Nate, what can you tell us?
Well, Nigel, one of those races is uncontested. That is the District 4 seat. But 2 of those races are contested with 2 candidates each. One of those is the at-large Greenville City Council seat. The other one is the District 2 City Council seat. Let's start with those candidates running for the at-large seat. Those names are Tina Belge and Matt Alexander. Matt Alexander is a former Army helicopter pilot. Before he joined the private sector, he tells us his background will help him bring together a diverse group of people to help solve the city's problems or the city's goals. Now, Tina Belge says she is a 3rd-generation resident of the upstate and works as a city planner. She says that she wants to use her experience to improve the quality of life for people living and working in the city. Now over to that District 2 race. That is Lillian Brock Fleming's seat. She is up for re-election. She's been on city council since 1981 and is being challenged by Mike Kilgore. Kilgore has run on the slogan "Neighborhoods First," saying he wants to address things like stormwater runoff, replacement of lost tree cover, and the maintenance of sidewalks and street services. Fleming has worked as a councilwoman and is a retired teacher. She's also a lifetime member of the NAACP and serves on the board of Advance SC and Upstate Warrior Solutions. Back to that District 4 race, Will Brazington is running unopposed in that race. So we, of course, will bring you updates on all of those elections coming up tonight at 11 o'clock. From here in Greenville, Nate Stanley, WYFF News 4.
Thank you, Nate. Let's take a look at Calhoun Falls. The voters there will decide who the next mayor will be.
Yeah, it all comes as the town is currently dealing with mounting debt, a lawsuit, and a SLED investigation. Our Maya Payton has all we need to know.
Well, one by one, people have been going into this door to cast their ballot. Now, back in September, the mayor told me personally that he would be running as a write-in for the mayoral race. Well, now he says he'll be running as a write-in for a council member seat. Council members Viggo Lassen, LaShawn Tutt, and Wayne Postel are all running for mayor. This race comes as SLED is currently investigating after a state-ordered audit flagged Calhoun Falls as having a high risk for fraud under Mayor Tarico Holland's tenure. Well, the town is also facing a $400,000 lawsuit from its water supplier, Abbeville City. Then there's a $690,000 lease purchase agreement that Councilmember Viggo Lassen says was signed by the mayor without the council's approval. Well, we caught up with one voter who says she will be writing in Mayor Holland's name.
Because I'm familiar, even though everything is going on, I'm familiar with everything that's going on, and I believe that you are proven you're innocent until proven guilty, and so forth. He's not at all charged with nothing.
Well, whoever wins this race will be leading the town through a very difficult time. Voters will decide, and the polls close at 7. I'll see you tonight at 11 with all the updates. In Calhoun Falls, I'm Maya Payton, WYFF News 4.
Maya, thank you. Turning to the State House now and a look at the runoff for House District 21, which covers part of Greenville County.
Ray Urena is joining us live now with more on that race. Ray.
Carol, Nigel, I just spoke to the poll manager just to get an update on turnout, and she says that this precinct here at the Sugar Creek Clubhouse has now passed 300 votes. The poll manager says that's closing in on about a 14% turnout at this location alone. Now, here are the 2 candidates who are running for South Carolina State House District 21 after State Representative Bobby Cox resigned his seat back in August. Steve Nail is the Dean of Anderson University's College of Business and brands himself as a conservative Christian. Diane Mitchell is the past president of the Greenville Republican Women's Club and a school teacher. Both candidates advanced to the runoff today after not receiving the majority of votes during the special primary 2 weeks ago out of a field of 4. Here's what one man told us about coming out to vote earlier today. Do you come out and vote every single election you go out to?
I do.
Why is that?
Again, it's my responsibility as a citizen of this county, state, and nation to vote.
The winner of this special primary runoff will run unopposed in the December special election. Reporting live in Greenville County, Ray Urena, WYFF News 4.